So, at a time when inflation is fueling more demand for food assistance, groups who deliver relief are feeling their own funding squeeze. Metro Meals on Wheels is watching federal funding just shrink. And Kent's here to explain why a state program that is for our veterans is also in jeopardy.
Yeah, Jenna, Meals on Wheels has served 28,000 meals to local veterans in just 18 months, thanks to a state pilot program that has had bipartisan support. But that program is only funded through June, and despite receiving praise for being well run and cost effective, its future is still in doubt.
That sounds like somebody's trying to get in.
Visitors are a welcome distraction
Let me get that.
for retired Vietnam vet
There you go.
Carter Drake.
We're around front if you want to come in. I'll open the door.
And since August, his most regular visitors have come bearing
Thank you so much.
lunch. Woo. Metro Meals on Wheels serves about 5,000 meals a day to seniors who qualify. But the meals Carter and roughly 200 other vets receive wouldn't be possible
Greek chicken pasta.
without funding from a state pilot program approved 2 years ago,
It's very tasty.
geared directly to vets who wouldn't otherwise qualify.
You know, it helps because everything is high these days. You have to do lunch and dinner. It's very costly.
Ironically, the state's own financial crunch means the future of these meals is uncertain.
Please know that this appropriation will go to those veterans who need it most.
DFL Representative David Gottfried is sponsoring a bill that would renew the pilot program for another 2 years at a cost of $1 million.
How are we proving that this money that is going for veterans is not offsetting the money that you would currently use to serve veterans?
We have seen a 60% increase in demand since the beginning of the pandemic. As a matter of fact, this week we've already had 7 requests from veterans. Unfortunately, for the first time ever, as the baby boomer generation ages, we are seeing wait lists for Meals on Wheels. This pot is the last resort. If they're eligible for other funds, they are restricted from being on this program.
Meals on Wheels executive director testified that 90% of the funding goes directly to meals, which carry an actual cost of about $9 each.
And, you know, it just kind of makes my day.
Though Carter testified to their true value.
Since I've been retired, it's given my life some structure. I believe it's been a blessing for me personally. And, you know, I'm just here to hope that it continues. Well, you know, I think it's important.
If it does, he says it would send a message at a critical time.
It not only helps financially, it helps knowing that, you know, it kind of have a feeling that someone cares.
Now, the program received praise from both Democrats and Republicans during today's hearing, and legislators are also considering a companion bill that would expand delivery to veterans across the state. But that would add another $500,000 to the bottom line at a time when budget cuts are all but certain, Jana, which is where this uncertainty comes from.
Are they optimistic or 50-50? What are they thinking?
Oh, it's really hard to tell right now. They held it over, and then they'll see if it makes it into the bigger budget bill, which will have a lot of infighting. We all know how that goes, Jana.
Yeah, we do. Thank you, Kent. We appreciate it. Important.